Please, 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 a protest and give us attention just so I could reject you. Let's get right into it.
My theory on men liking approachable women by appearance continues.
Sitting on the fence, right? A lot of them are choosing not to date. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because you kind of need to know how these men are currently thinking right now, because this will help you with your question. What can we do to make a man that we see and like approach us so that he makes the first move? Well, you have to make him feel comfortable.
Or how about you just say, hey, I noticed you over there. What's up? You know, at the end of the day, like, women's success rate would be so high, bro, if they just was like, because, bro, most guys aren't going to reject them. Especially if it's a guy that they find attractive or whatnot. It's probably going to be a guy that is above them. So at the end of the day, like, and here's the thing, guys are willing to date down or whatever. But the thing is that a lot of these problems could be solved by just opening up your mouth and being like, yo, you look cool, you look chill. I'm Sophia. What's your name? I'm telling you, like, it's that simple. But guys aren't scared of rejection, bro. Like, guys already understand that rejection is their life. Guys understand that most women probably aren't into them. What guys are wary of is all the bullshit that could potentially happen from approaching outside of just rejection. Because let's be real, let's be real. Most of the time when you've been rejected, outside of the weird one-off cases where, you know, they try to sue you or try to act like you are committing essay or whatnot or call you a creep, like with normal women, if they're not into you, they'll politely just let you down. Like, they're not gonna make a fool out of you. They're not gonna do all this stuff. Thing is that guys in particular definitely won't make a fool out of you or make you feel bad. Just go up and talk to the nigga, bro. Like, what's up with this standard? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid. You got a mouth, you got legs, you got a heartbeat. Like, just go talk to a nigga and all these problems will be solved, bro. And you guys, and the ball's really a lot of the times in y'all court.
I hate when I complain that it's really hard to date because no one approaches me, and they're like, why? Is it because you're intimidating? And I'm like, no,
I hate this intimidating shit, bro. No woman is intimidating, bro. What about a woman that's intimidating? What about a woman that's intimidating? There's nothing about a woman that's intimidating. So I need to stop hearing this. They're just intimidated, all this stuff. No one's intimidated by you. Nothing about you is intimidating.
And they're like, well, maybe you have a resting bitch face. And I'm like, no, I'm just fucking autistic.
Struck up a conversation with this girl that was like from Europe, and she was visiting Toronto, and she just was like, by the way, like, the men here, they just don't, like, they don't approach you, or like they'll find you attractive and just kind of like do nothing. And I was like, yeah, welcome to Toronto, sis.
I don't know what male gym goer needs to hear this, but please come up to us at the gym.
Fellas, they trying to get us again, man. This is the second girl that's gone viral in the last month, talking about they want men to start approaching again.
I just saw a TikTok that said men aren't approaching women, not because they're being told not to by women, but because they're just actually too scared, which is a valid reason. Like, I don't want to go up to people and talk to them, even if I think they're hot. I'm scared too. But the men in his fucking comments being like, well, I'm too ugly. Well, I'm just scared if I do what they're gonna say or what they're gonna accuse us of. Well, I don't look like Chris Hemsworth, so I can't approach a woman. I'm telling you right now, if you have pure intentions when approaching a woman and you're not trying to be creepy, if you're going up to a woman being like, yeah, I'm gonna get some tonight, that's creepy. If you're going up to a woman genuinely thinking like, you know, I think she's pretty, let me see if I could start a conversation, that's different. Like, yeah, you could still get rejected. That's okay. The more comfortable you are doing it and the more confident you get, then you'll do it more, and maybe occasionally it will land.
Get somebody else to do it.
Y'all can ask for our numbers, ask if we want to go out. If y'all get rejected, that's fine. That's normal, that's human life. But at least you went up and did it. At least you got out of your comfort zone and approached the lady. I mean, we can approach y'all too, but usually we don't, because I don't know. I know we're young in term, but at some point, us females and men will come to terms of maybe it's both sides.
Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women, because guys don't do that anymore.
Can we please bring back men coming up to us? Why are you so scared? Why are you so scared of coming up to us? Genuinely, I don't I get it, rejection, okay, I get it. However, if you go up to a girl in a nice way, I don't think you can fail. Honestly.
Yes, guys, women doing a lot of projecting is going to be serious in this one. We are continuing to see women post videos complaining about men not approaching women anymore. I'm really glad to see men hold firm and stand their ground and not surrender to the commands and orders of women.
So, why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? We don't chase. We signal you can come up to me now. But all men do is just look at you now. And of course, if the woman is interested, she's going to keep looking your way too. But it just stays like that. Nothing ever happens. Because men don't walk up to women anymore. Or they're just tired of being rejected. But it's if God were to tell you that you're going to go through 20 rejections before you get to your yes, and that's going to be the love of your life, you guys would be so happy to go through all 20 because you would just so closer to the love of your life.
Especially if you've already made eye contact several times with the girl.
Maybe a lot of these niggas don't really find you all that attractive, bro. Maybe a lot of these niggas is just bro, I'm good on it, bro. They're projecting, saying that niggas is scared and all this stuff and worried about rejection, bro. I promise it's really not even that, bro. It's just probably this. It usually just ends in the same way. Even if you get the number, even if you do that, go through the talking phase and stuff, and then it just ends up not going anywhere. It's a lot more to it than just getting the number and talking and striking up a conversation. There's a lot more steps after that. And the thing is, a lot of these chicks will just let you have the number and kind of entertain you for a little bit for attention. So the thing is, the intentions aren't pure. And a lot of it does fall back on the woman's side. Because if the intentions were pure, they would not even let you get the number or none of that stuff. But a lot of chicks out here, knowing damn well they have no intention to even rock with you or mess with you, will exchange numbers, exchange Instagrams, just to be on some fuck shit. And that's the reality. And I'm sure a lot of guys have been through that same cycle a billion times, and they're just bro. I mean, my rational brain's gonna be yo, if I do the same shit again, what makes this fucking time gonna be different? You understand what I'm saying?
If you're out in public and you've made eye contact, let's say you're in the subway or the bus or just walking or getting coffee or something, and you've made eye contact with this girl multiple times, she probably thinks you're attractive. So why can't you just go up to her, just say something nice?
Same goes to you. The same people that are online complaining about this shit. How come you can't just go up to the guy and say something nice? It goes both fucking ways. You have a mouth. You have I'm tired of women trying to come from this vantage point they're the prize. They're not gonna chase. That's not chasing. It's called just having a conversation. It's not chasing at all. It hasn't even potentially even got to that point yet where it could ever be chasing. It's a little pursuit. That's it. Trust. And the thing is too, and another thing too is guys know that girls will do a little pursuit for the guys that they really fucking like and that they really find attractive, or they'll make it so painfully obvious that in and of itself is an approach. So that's the thing. Guys aren't fucking stupid. A lot of these bitches are on here saying this shit because they miss the attention and validation they get from rejecting men. That's the cold, honest truth right there. They miss that shit. They don't care about men coming. They miss the fucking attention and the ego boost that comes from men coming up to them and then rejecting them. That's what a lot of this shit is. So don't listen to these motherfuckers, man. End of the day, the same shit that they're trying to spew out and preach to men and what men should do, they can do them motherfucking selves as well. And trust me, raise your hand. The women that are really into you, they'll fucking either make it so fucking obvious, or they'll actually come up to you and just put themselves in your orbit to the point where, like, literally, like, if you at a bar, literally, a chick came up to me at the bar and just started striking up a conversation with me. So that's fucking bullshit. If they really fucking want you, if they really like you like that, they'll fucking come up to you. And honestly, it's better off that way right now, because the intentions on, like, women are deceiving. They're deceptive. They're kind of snakes. So that's the best way to go about it. I'm sorry, but most of the time when you go up and approach a chick, bro, uninvited, all that stuff, there's no real truths and signals and stuff. Does it really go anywhere? No. So really what they're trying to do is reel your ass in to get some attention and validation from all these suckers. Because the thing is, they love guys playing the sucker because it benefits them. When guys are not being a sucker, it doesn't benefit them, and then they go online and they complain about it. That's really what this is. So don't even... I would not listen to this projection. They just take it with a grain of salt, for real.
Compliment her and then ask her for her number. That's it. Please.
No game.
Sometimes I wonder if the dating life was, hey y'all, all the men in the comments are like, oh, well, I didn't want to get married anyway. Okay, that's fine. Maybe one day you'll find a female and she'll change your mind. Personally, for me, I want to get married, and that's okay. But I'm also getting the comments about, oh, well, y'all said don't approach us. It's also probably the way you guys approach us. Like, if we're dancing with our homegirls and you just, like, come up on us and, like, just start, like, doing weird things, of course we're gonna be, like, weird about it. Y'all used to send us drinks. Now y'all just stare at us from across the room.
See what I'm talking about?
We have to approach.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? They be moving the goalposts and just changing shit up. That's why you don't hearken to the voice of a woman. You don't listen to women. You don't listen to what the fuck they say. Because what they say, 9 times out of 10, doesn't fucking matter. Listen to what they do. Or watch what they do. End of the day, all this shit is just they miss the ego boost and validation. That's really all it is in a nutshell.
Oh. What? No.
Get somebody else to do it.
You know what I think is crazy? I had dudes all in my inbox. Beautiful, you fine, I'd love to take you out, da, 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 right? I'm always by myself. Anytime I'm in Minnesota, I'm typically by myself. So I go downtown, I go out, I go places, and I'll run into some of these dudes, right? Maybe by themselves, some of them be with their girl. But when they by themselves, they don't say 2 words to me. I'm by myself, clearly. I mean, I'll be at Nicollet Diner. I'll be at all these places by myself. And they don't say 2 freaking words to me. But all that talk in my inbox. Which is fine, because I don't want you to say.
Simply because social media and women has made it easier for men to just simply hit them up in the DMs. It's the easiest, laziest approach ever. But it still works. Hit women up in the DMs.
And plus, a lot of chicks is more comfortable from that anyways. They're more comfortable that way anyways. Like, a lot of chicks are more comfortable meeting a nigga online first than in person anyways, bro. So that's why I'm saying, don't even listen to these motherfuckers, bro. They just talking. It's just
quieter, is more discreet.
Can we please normalize men coming up to women again? I'm so annoyed that the feminist movement and all these, like, very entitled females now made it, like, almost basically impossible for a man to never not seem creepy. And I'm just like, here, like, what the heck?
That's another. I'm glad she brought up another component of it, man. Like, it's not like. Thing is, bro, guys are horny, bro. They want to talk to women. They talk to women all day if they fucking could and didn't have anything else to do. So the fact that guys are like all of a sudden deciding not to approach you guys, like, why would you never, like, why wouldn't you look at it as like a grand whole collective? Like, what are us women doing that made this change to make it like this? Like, what? But they never think that shit, bro. It's crazy.
Me, I think you're a weak man, and you may not be. You probably aren't, because it'd be impossible for every man to be a weak man, especially at the gym that I go to. But
and how can you niggas call niggas weak, bro? You're legit the definition of weak. How can you judge niggas and call them weak, and see, like, when to talk about how, like, what is a masculine man and shit? You're not even a man to begin. You don't even live the life of a man to even know what being weak is, or what being masculine or a real man is. You don't even know. You don't even have a fucking clue. Like, a lot of they just be talking, bro. That's why you don't hearken onto the voice of a woman. That's why Adam fucked up. He hearkened on the voice of a woman and fucked it all up for all of us.
The feminists really, really ruined men need things. Shame on you, feminists.
Tell me why I get so mad when an ugly man approaches me or tries to hit on me. Like,
talking about why don't guys come up to, oh yeah, translation. Why don't the attractive chads or the guys that I find really, really attractive come up and approach me? Not all you dusties, but how come the attractive men just don't come up and approach me? See what I'm saying? Like, they just be talking. Let the tape roll and keep listening, and it unfolds. They just be talking. Talk. All they can do is get on their phones, cake full of fucking makeup, like this chick right here. Fucking, can't even tell like what's real about her. There's nothing real about this chick. From the eyebrows to the eyelashes to the mascara to the fucking foundation to the fucking lips. Nothing about this bitch is real, but she's talking about she want a real man to come up and approach her, and a real attractive man. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
the audacity, like, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Who's gonna tell her? Who's going to tell her that these men that are hitting on her are absolutely her lane? The majority of women shoot outside of their league because they think that they're more attractive than they actually are.
Well, I would think I'd be more attractive than I actually was if I fucking had modifications to my face, and when I walked out every day. They start to believe that they makeup face and all that shit is their real face, bro. Like, they forget what their real face look like. I'm convinced they forget what their real face looks like. And I'm the type of guy, especially if you start talking like that shit in person like that to me, I'm going to tell you, like, bro, you're, like, not really that attractive. They're going to throw a hissy fit, try to say, like, you know, I'm gay or some shit, or try to attack my looks. But at the end of the day, you can attack my looks all you want. At least they're real. At least what you're seeing is actually what I look like. I don't know what you look like under there. And I'd probably be disappointed if I found out.
Like, let's be for real. All of us are average. There's a very slim percent of people that are just naturally attractive. This woman, for instance, take away her filter, even in this video, take away her lashes, her lips, all of the things that you can tell that she was insecure about. Take it all away and then see how she feels about that inflated.
She wouldn't even be talking the same way if she had all that shit off her face. She wouldn't even be moving the same way and have the same confidence. Literally, they put confidence on their face. They put confidence in their push-up bras. They put confidence in their waist trainers. They put confidence in them tight-ass jeans that make their shape look like a certain thing. Take it off and it's saggy as fuck. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers talking and barking online, acting like you all that, bro, when you know you're the most insecure individual. You can't even walk out the face as you are. You know, as Jesus says, come as you are, you can't even come as you are. So I don't even want to hear none of that crap. Don't try to shame men and all this stuff, this, that, and the third, da-da-da-da-da. Look, end of the day, talk to me when you can walk outside as the real you. Talk to me when you can talk on the camera, acting like you all that, as the real you without all this fucking shit on your face. Talk to me when you can actually just not put a swipe and put a fucking filter on your shit. Talk to me then. But you can't. So that's why you don't hearken on to the voice of these chicks, because at the end of the day, they don't even get it close to figure it out. They're lost themselves. They don't even like themselves, yet they demand this high value guy. They don't even like them fucking selves. Obviously, if they like themselves, they just rock with what they naturally got. But what they naturally got, they know damn well ain't really all that nice.
That she's fucking putting out into the universe. I love how women are so comfortable getting on the internet saying medium ugly this and talking shit about a man's looks, but the reality is that the
majority of y'all motherfuckers ain't even that cute. I'm gonna keep it a beam, bro. I personally, as I am, naturally look better than a lot of y'all motherfucking women. 100%. I 1000% know that. It's not a belief, I know that. But yet that's a lot of guys too. I'm not the only one. A lot of guys naturally look better than these niggas, bro. And they want to act like we're not good enough and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
majority of women's looks can be removed with a makeup wipe. And then you follow it up with this shitty personality that you think that you deserve like a hot man when you have a shitty personality. Men are stepping away from all of this bullshit because they're picking their...
And she's more fucking attractive than all you guys. Just, the thing is, it's not all about fucking looks. It's about how you act. And a lot of men are waking up to the fact that I'm judging a bitch based on her character, not on the fucking amount of makeup she got on her face and these lip fillers and this Botox and all this bullshit. I think the most attractive women don't wear makeup. Makeup does not. I think if you're wearing makeup, I'm honestly like, yo, what are you trying to hide? That's what I'm thinking. What are you trying to hide? The most attractive women I know don't wear that much makeup, or at all.
Over these women with these inflated egos. And the funny thing about it is that these sense of inflated egos is all fucking bullshit, because you get to know these women and they're the most insecure women. They think they're fat, they think they're ugly, they want a bunch of plastic surgery. So they talk shit about these men because it's basically just a projection about how they feel about themselves.
Ding 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 ding.
And if you know me, then you know that this is coming from a loving place, and I promise I'm not a pick me. I'm genuinely concerned. So I was talking to a male friend of mine, and we were talking about this whole trending topic of, you know, men should just leave women alone, period, right? And I feel like it's very divisive. Not gonna lie, I'm just gonna say that I feel like it's very divisive, but I know that he is not allowed to make a video saying these things, so I'm going to say it. If men...
Shit, he is allowed to say it, bro. He's allowed to fucking make a video saying that shit.
We're living under the assumption that all men are bad, and women aren't.
I'm up here making videos about this shit and exposing the bullshit, and that's all it is. Dudes are just tired of the bullshit, bro. Dudes are getting tired of being judged on standards that these motherfucking women can't even fucking come close to meeting. And we'll never meet, to be frank. And just is really a ticking clock to where they're fucking out of the conversation completely once they reach a certain age. But they'll still try to butt themselves in the conversation like they're relevant, like they still attractive and stuff, when a lot of these chicks never were really that attractive. I go outside and I don't see most women I see, I don't see worthy of fucking approaching, because I don't find them all that attractive. You know how most women say, like, most women don't find most men attractive for their delusional reasons or whatnot? Well, I personally don't find most women attractive, not for delusional reasons. It's because a lot of women aren't that attractive. A lot of women are run-of-the-mill average Joes trying to put on this facade like they're high value or they got some emotion. But most of these chicks don't got no emotion. They work regular ass jobs. They don't make no real money. They fucking gotta put their confidence is in their makeup and all the fucking work they get done. Like I'm like guys are hip. Like guys aren't fucking stupid. But guys will lie to y'all and try to fuck you guys. But guys aren't fucking dumb. Guys see what it is, but they'll try to fucking lie and play the game and all that stuff. But here's the thing: a lot of guys are just done lying and done playing the game because they don't see a game worth playing. That's really all it is. But we're gonna roll this one and then we're gonna end this.
Men, because that's just thirsty. What the fuck are we doing? Like, genuinely, what the fuck are we doing? Like, when did all men become bad? Like, and I used the example of I have been treated like shit from men, but I still do not believe that they're all bad. And that's the only example I care to share. However, this conversation is extremely divisive. And my friend would tell me like stories where he would be extremely respectful to women and they're still very like, ew, like leave me alone. Like, are we okay? And I think about that one fucking time I was approached at the gas station and that shit made my entire fucking day. So if men want to approach a woman, there's almost like that reservation that, no, I'm not going to do it because she probably thinks I'm a weirdo or I'm a creep or I'm cringe or I'm goofy, I'm this, I'm that. But that particular woman might actually be okay with it. But social media has conditioned us to believe that we don't want men approaching us, and men should not approach us because we all think that they're bad. Do y'all realize what this is doing? Like, do you understand the manipulation?
I mean, it's just fucking common sense, bro. These chicks are just, I mean, bro, like, you can't make this shit up. But anyways, and this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying at the beginning of the video. Don't fall for this shit. Fellas, these women want you to approach not because they actually want men. It's an ego boost and validation. Since, you know, attention in like, they're insecure individuals, right? On average. I'm not saying all. Everyone's a little insecure, men and women. But, I mean, let's be real. Where most of the insecurity falls on is a lot of chicks, okay? But the thing is, they're very good at making it seem like they're not. And guys are a lot more open about being, like, insecure because all guys get told is they ain't good enough and they ain't shit all day. So it's an ego boost and validation. She just wants the opportunity to reject you. Just approach us. Nope. No thanks. Not worth the harassment charge. Interesting fact, there's actually nothing preventing women from approaching too. Yeah, like I was saying. No, men are collectively saying, you played us once, shame on you. If you played us twice, shame on us. 100%. I ain't chasing nothing but God. And the thing is, it's not chasing, guys, just for approaching someone. It's not chasing, it's pursuing. If that energy is not being reciprocated and you still continue to pursue, then it turns into a chase. So it bothers you that women don't approach men, yet women won't approach men. See, that's what I'm saying. They're holding guys to standards just because they're men that they're not even willing to do themselves. I'm turning it off, man. You guys get the gist. I'm signing off.